Hello dear students, myself Dr. Krishna N. Gaikwad, Associate Professor, Department of Botany, KTHM College, Nasik. Last time we have started introduction of angiosperm taxonomy. Our paper code is BO231. Taxonomy is nothing but the identification, classification and nomenclature of plant groups. In that topic, this is the syllabus, definition, scope, objective and importance of taxonomy. We have studied these points. Now in this topic we have to study explanation, description, identification, nomenclature and classification concept of systematics with brief historical background. Let us start first point, plant exploration in India. From ancient times, many scientists, many botanists, researchers, Vedas become started the classification of the plant. In India, the literature which is available stating about plants is very old. It was in the time of Vedas that the importance of plants as known to people. At that time, the plants were explored and classified on the basis of their utility. For example, medicinal importance, plants for food material, fibers, etc. In Rig Veda, the complete utility of plant was given as the Rig Ayurveda. Rig Ayurveda was written more than 100 years ago when there was no document available. Ayurveda is one of the alternate medicinal science which is available nowadays, also which totally depend upon the herbs. Charak Samhita and Shrushruta Samhita is also one of our oldest documents which deals with medicine and surgery. The first and foremost use was as medicine, and of course of all these medicines were discovered by our grand old Rishi and Munis, who lived their life in forest and extensively worked systematically to explore the plants. But after many years of slavery, we actually lost all the beliefs and literature on plants and plant explorations which is found with the Europeans. Now once again the belief in Ayurveda is being restored. Now last time we have seen the definition of plant taxonomy. Plant taxonomy is nothing but the recent branch, recent science which includes the three aspects or goals: plant description and identification, classification and nomenclature. That's why we can define the taxonomy is the branch of botany which is related, deals to the study of description, identification, classification and nomenclature of the plant body. Now let us see first of all description. It is the formal description of newly discovered species, usually in the form of scientific paper using ICN guidelines, International Code of Nomenclature Guidelines. We have to describe, after collection, we have to describe the plant body on the basis of morphological features. For example, nature of root, stem, leaf, sepals, petals, stamens, carpels, types of whorls, like this. The names of these plants are then registered on the International Plant Names Index along with all other validly published names. The first goal is plant identification. Identification or determination of correct taxa is to recognize an unknown specimen. It is the first important aspect of taxonomical study. Mostly the identification of an collected or unknown taxon is based on overall similarities and differences with an already known taxon. It is generally done by comparing the unidentified taxon directly with that of another taxon which has been authoritatively identified. Generally, gross morphological characters are sufficient for provisional identification, but in recent time other characters are also considered. There are different literatures are present in our library. Floras, monographs, manuals are nothing but the important sources of literature, and student can identify the plant body with the help of these manual, floras and monographs. After an unknown specimen has been provisionally identified with the help of keys, its identification can be further confirmed with the detailed description of taxon through the literature. Identification is also carried out by the expert determination, then recognition, then comparison, use of keys, synopsis, outlines, etc. That's why we can define the plant identification means the determination of correct taxa, determination of the identity of an unknown plant by comparison with previously collected specimens or with the aid of books or identification manuals. The process of identification connects the specimen with an published name. Once the plant specimen has been identified, its name and properties are known. Second aspect is nothing but the classification. Plant classification is the placing of known plants into groups or categories to show some relationships. Scientific classification follows a system of rules that standardizes the results and groups successive categories into hierarchy. Hierarchy, for example, the family to which lice belong is classified as follows. Now this is the systematic position of family Liliaceae. It belongs kingdom Plantae, division Magnoliophyta. This family belongs to class Liliopsida, order Liliales, family Liliaceae, genus Pine or Beetles, Milkweed, Dandelion. There are different species of this family, and species are nothing but the common water hyacinth. That means species is the basic level of hierarchy classification. Then genus, then family, then order, class, division, kingdom, etc. Classification is an arrangement of organism into groups on the basis of similarities and differences. Thus, classification is an arrangement of plants into groups with particular characteristics according to certain criteria. By using one's established classification system. As per our syllabus, there are three types of the classification systems are there. First one artificial, second one natural classification system, and third one phylogenetic classification system. Now, classification. The classification of plant result in an organized system for the naming and cataloging of future specimens, and ideally reflects scientific ideas about interrelationships between the plants. The set of rules and recommendations for formal botanical nomenclature, including the plants, is governed by the International Code of Nomenclature for Algae. Shortly, it is called ICBN for classifying algae, fungi, and plants, abbreviated as this institute. Now, next one, nomenclature. Next goal of taxonomy is nothing but the nomenclature. Botanical nomenclature is simply defined as after identification, after description, after classification, the author should give the name, two name systems to the plant body. I told you that first name is genus and second name is the species. Botanical nomenclature is the systematic or scientific naming of plants. That means name assigned to the particular plant species is based on the rules as per ICBN or ICN, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Particularly the International Code of Nomenclature for algae, fungi, that means every group of the plant kingdom. Binomial nomenclature is related to taxonomy, which is the science of finding, describing, classifying and naming organisms, including the studying of relationships between taxa and the principles underlying such as classification. Thus, plant taxonomy in particular is a broader field and is primarily focused on the grouping and classifying of plants. Botanical nomenclature is concerned with simply naming the plants. Nevertheless, the name given to the particular plant species, and that is called botanical name or scientific name, include the two name system, genus and the species. Now let us see concept of systematics. There are two terms in taxonomy and systematic. Systematic is broader term. Systematic is the study of diversification and relationship of plant form of extinct extent. The word systematic is derived from the Latinized Greek word systema, applied to the system of classification developed by Carolus Linnaeus in the 4th edition of this historical book, Systema Nature. Now Carolus Linnaeus published his well-known book Systema Nature in 1735. Today's systematics generally makes extensive use of molecular biology and computer programs to study the organisms. That's why this scientist Carolus Linnaeus is called father of taxonomy. He also classified the plant kingdom, plant species. It is called artificial classification system, which is based upon the sexual characters. According to the Blackwelder and Boyden in 1952, systematic is the entire field dealing with the kind of animals, their distinctions, classification and evolution. As per the Simpson 1961 defined systematic, the scientific study which deals with kinds and diversity of organisms and any or all relationships among them. According to Blackwelder 1967, systematic is that science which include both taxonomy and classification and all other aspects of dealing with kinds of organisms and the data accumulated about them. Christopherson 1995 defined systematic as the theory, principles and practice of identifying systems, that is ordering the diversity of organisms into more general systems of taxa according to the most general causal processes. According to Pedian 1999, this is the system recent definition is there. Systematic can be seen as the philosophy of organization nature. Taxonomy as the use of sets of organic data guided by systematic principles, and classification as the tubular or hierarchical and end result of activity. Now let us see what is the major difference between taxonomy and systematic. Systematic is commonly defined as the study of biological diversity and the relationships among the organisms. These two words, taxonomy and systematics, are not clearly separable and both are frequently used interchangeably by biologists. One of the scientists, Masson, in 1950 considered taxonomy is the vast field in biological science, including 4 main streams. These are systematics, that is comparative study of organisms, taxonomic systems, nomenclature and documentation. First point is that taxonomy is the most important branch of systematic. and thus systematics is broader area than taxonomy. Taxonomy is concerned with nomenclature, description, classification and identification of the species or of the plant body. But systematic is important to provide layout for all those taxonomic functions. Evolutionary history of a species is studied under systematics but not in taxonomy. The fourth one is that the environmental factors are directly related with the systematics, but in taxonomy it is indirectly related. This is one of the major difference. Taxonomy is subjected to change in course of time, but systematic is not changed if it was properly done. According to one of the scientists, that is Jones and Lusinger in 1987, believe that although there is no agreement among the botanists for distinction between systematics and taxonomy, but some botanists treat them as two separate branches. According to these botanists, systematic is the study of diversity of plants and their identification, naming, classification and evolution, while taxonomy is restricted to the study of classification. Now let us see history of plant systematics. There is a volume, Index Herbarium, volume 106, which is published in 1981. There are 1700 of world herbaria were recorded in this herbarium. Then Andrea Cisalpino, 1680, Italian scientist, he done classification system based upon the morphological similarities, and the book which is published is called De Plantis Libri. Another scientist, Bogin, Caspar Bogin, in 1780, German scientist, described over 6,000 plants. And first of all, this scientist started to use the two-name system, that is called binomial nomenclature system. History of plant systematics. John Ray, well-known botanist, 1780 English, set out to describe all organisms. He describes herbs, arbors, monocots, dicots, and also he was used polynomials. He recorded 1800 species, type specimen, immutability of the species. History of plant system. The primary aim of systematic is that discover all the branches of trees of life, document evolutionary changes occurring along those branches, and describe all the species on earth. Secondary aim of systematic is that to analyze and synthesize information into classification that reflects evolutionary relationships. Next one, to organize this information into useful and retrievable form. And last one, to gain insight into evolutionary processes that lead to diversity. Why is systematic important? Because this branch is very important to the botany of the student or researchers, because it is the fundamental to our understanding of the world around us, because it provides the basis for understanding the patterns of diversity on the earth. We get the idea by studying systematic what is the biodiversity on the earth, or the biodiversity of our typical area. Systematic provides the basis of communication about all living things. After studying the systematic or specific area, we can get the idea what is the nature of flora and fauna in the region, and what are the ecological characters or influences on that flora and the fauna. Next one is that understanding patterns of diversity provide us with the basis for testing hypotheses of evolutionary processes. On the basis of this small unit, explanation of identification, classification and nomenclature, These are some questions or exercises. First one, that define taxonomy. We have seen in first lecture or in this lecture, taxonomy is nothing but the branch of botany which deals with the study of the identification, description, nomenclature and classification of the plant body. Next question is that what is nomenclature? As per the rules and regulation of ICBN or ICN, International Code of Binomial Nomenclature, each and every plant after identification and classification it uses the two name system. That process is called nomenclature. What is the classification? By applying the established classification system, natural or phylogenetic, we can classify or place that particular taxon as per hierarchical level, such as species, genus, family, order, division and kingdom. Define systematics. Systematic is one of the broad term than the taxonomy, which includes the study of diversity of typical area. Then we have also seen give objectives of the taxonomy. What are the main importance? 6th question is that explain the concept of systematics. 7th one, give the history of systematics, state, scope and importance of taxonomy. And last one, we have seen that what is the difference between taxonomy and systematics. This is some exercise at the end of this topic. Thank you.